Good afternoon. I'd whistle like I normally do to all the recruits when they're not listening, but I don't. How are y'all doing this afternoon? Excellent. My name is Ben Holly, and I've had the pleasure of being the initial training captain in the training division for the last little over 2.5 years. A large portion of my job is overseeing the day-to-day activities of the Recruit Academy. I am so very happy and honored to welcome you all here today for the graduation of Recruit Class 61. Please rise as we welcome them into the auditorium. Thank you. And now, Engineer Monique Broussard from the Cobb County Training Division and also a member of our Chaplain Corps will come forward to lead us in an invocation for those that wish to participate.
Let us pray. Lord God, Heavenly Father, It is our privilege to gather here on the happy occasion of the graduation of these firefighters to celebrate their achievement and to pray for their continued advancement and safety in the fire service. May their training better equip them to serve you and those whom we are called to serve. We are grateful for the guidance and love as we shared in this important work. Please bless and guide these firefighters as they reach this end and as they chart new beginnings. May what they have learned by being here with us allow them to truly be men and women for others. Watch over them and their crews as they continuously serve their communities every third day. And Lord, please watch over and protect their families while they are away. With gratitude, we pray your continued blessings upon them, upon their families, and upon the people and communities you have placed them into. It is in the name of Jesus, with whom you live and reign in the unity of the Holy Spirit, one God, now and forever. Let us all say, amen. Please remain standing for the presentation of colors and the national anthem. I pledge allegiance to the flag of the United States of America and to the republic for which it stands, one nation, under God, indivisible, with liberty and justice for all. In the absence of Mrs. Brittany Rasmussen, for the first time ever, a recruit has volunteered to sing the national anthem. Please welcome to the stage, recruit Sheely.
Oh, say, can you see by the dawn's early light what so proudly we hailed at the twilight's last gleaming, whose broad stripes and bright stars through the perilous fight o'er the ramparts we watched were so gallantly streaming, and the rocket's red glare, the bombs bursting in air, gave proof through the night that our flag was still there. Oh, say, does that star-spangled banner yet wave o'er the land of the free and the home of the brave?
Thank you. You may be seated. So good afternoon again. Please join with me in welcoming Recruit Class 61. So it's been a long time coming, and we're very, very happy to be here today. One thing we like to do for every recruit class is we like to chronicle kind of what takes place throughout the 8 or 9 months that we've got to know your loved ones and your family members. And we have recently put together just a brief video that's going to kind of show you some of the things that they've dealt with on a daily basis. So please enjoy this video as the screen comes down.
Hear me? All right, good afternoon. We're never going to hear the end of Captain Best having to fix the video for fire, so where'd he go? Thank you very much. Appreciate that. Hey, my name's Bill Johnson, and I have the honor and privilege of serving as a fire chief here in Cobb County. So I'd like to thank everybody for being here today. This is a great occasion for us. It's a great occasion for the friends and families, for this group of recruits. This is a large class for us, and I'm telling you, we're very, very excited about this. So thank you all for taking time out of your busy schedules, for being here. It means a lot to us. It should mean a lot to you all, and definitely means a lot to this group to my left. So before I kind of talk to the family and friends and the recruits, I want to mention a bunch of people. I won't say a few. It's going to take a little bit, so just bear with me, please. But before I talk about that, I just want to highlight a few things of our organization just to kind of put into perspective the organization that this group of recruits has decided to call a career with. And so the two things, first of all, in terms of years as an organization, we're a very young fire department. We became a county fire department 52 years ago. And in the fire service, that's fairly young. But I'm happy to say, and I will tell you, that we do, as a young fire department, we have an impact not only locally, regionally. We reach out, we have members of our organization who travel across this country and impact firefighters across this nation and even internationally. And so for that, we're very grateful. But I'll also tell you there's two things I want to highlight about our organization. The first thing is we are an ISO 1 organization. And so for a lot of people, they're like, what in the world does that mean? And I won't go into great detail, but I will tell you that is a rating of 1 to 10. The lower the number, the better rating. And for a county fire department to have an ISO rating of 1, which is what we have, is almost unheard of. And ISO, and I'll just say it like this. It just is a measure of risk. How well are we prepared to fight a fire? And for us, as an organization, to have an ISO rating of 1 is very special. So that's the first thing I want to mention. The second thing I want to mention is we're an accredited organization. And what that means is years ago, we've been an accredited organization now for over 16 years. Years ago, the command staff decided that we wanted to improve as an organization. And we asked an accrediting body to come into Cobb County and basically dissect what we do. We wanted them to look to make sure we are using best practices in all facets of the fire service to serve the citizens and visitors of Cobb. And we have accomplished that, and I can tell you it's a grueling process. I've been through 2 of those processes. They come every 5 years, like I said. And so I want to throw out a few numbers just to kind of put it into perspective. According to the National Fire Protection Association, there are over 29,000 fire departments in the U.S. Of all those fire departments, there are only 117 fire departments that have an ISO rating of 1 and are accredited. So that's pretty special. And that's not because of me, that's because of the people, or this command staff, it's because of the people who came before us. And so, ladies and gentlemen, that says a ton about the level of the fire department and the commitment we have as an organization of the fire department your loved ones have joined today. And the reason I bring that up is that we could not do what we do. There's no way we could be an ISO rated 1 fire department. We could not be an accredited organization if we did not have the support of our elected officials and county manager and our director of public safety. I can tell you, I'm happy to say this, as a department in FY24, which we just are in, our budget this year is just north of $130 million. Our elected officials have given us that so that we can provide the best of the best, not only to our firefighters, but provide the best service that we can to our citizens. We have 3 of our commissioners here tonight. This afternoon, our director of public safety is here as well. And so I'd just like to say to you all, Thank you for your continued support of giving to us what we need so that we can provide the best that we can. So thank you so much. So like I just said, we have 3 commissioners. Our Director of Public Safety is here. So I'm going to step out of the way, and I would like to ask, first of all, the Chairwoman of Cobb County Board of Commissioners to come up, Chairwoman Cupid.
Thank you, Chief. Congratulations to our graduates of Recruit Class 61. We are thankful for the commitment that you've made to the profession, and we are also thankful to the commitment that you've made to Cobb County. I'm also grateful for the people who are committed to you, and that's your friends and your family who are here today. Thank you, all of you, for being here for this occasion. In Cobb County, we pride ourselves in prioritizing public safety, and I'm pleased as the Chief Chair to serve on a board that has not only articulated that, but has backed that up with the decisions that we've made and with the resources that we've provided to the department. It is our hope and desire that you are supported and that you are also appreciated in your service here, and we hope that you see yourself as a part of our larger Cobb family as we serve together. Congratulations once again, and I wish you all the very best. Thank you.
Thank you, Chairwoman. Our next speaker is going to be our District 1 Commissioner, Commissioner Kelly Gamble. Sorry.
No worries, and thank you. And my apologies for being late. I was sent to the wrong direction. And as I was driving here, it made me realize that thanks to E911, you guys will never arrive in the wrong location. So to that, thank you for all you do to serve the community and help those who need you in their worst time. You are their bright and shining hope to help them get to tomorrow. Thank you.
Next is our District 3 Commissioner, Commissioner Burrow.
Well, good afternoon, everyone. It's always an honor to be among Cobb County's finest, fire and police. I just want to say, first of all, congratulations and thank you so much for stepping up. We need more firefighters, and we're so happy to have you. This looks like a really talented class, and I know you'll do well. And you've gotten the best training there is. So I also want to say thank you to your families. They've put up with a lot too for you to get here today. And I know you've got good support out there, but I would like to welcome you on behalf of all of us here, staff and public safety and commissioners and chair, to Cobb County. This is your family too. So we welcome you with open arms. You know how to get in hold of us if you need anything. And we're just grateful that you're going to be part of Cobb County Fire. God bless you all.
Our next speaker is Director Mike Register. And you know, Director Register has a long history in public safety and in the military. He started his career in public safety here at Cobb County as a police officer, eventually came back to the police department as the police chief, and then became the public safety director. And then he was called away for a little while. Governor Brian Kemp reached out to him and asked him to be the GBI director. He served in that capacity, and then as he's getting into the I guess we'll say the twilight of his working career, he said, hey, listen, I want to come back home. And so we're very fortunate to have Director Register come back to Cobb County and be the public safety director again. So at this time, I'd like to ask him to come up and say a few words.
Well, thanks, Chief Johnson. And hey, I don't know about the comment about the twilight. That was, I don't know. But hey, it is an honor to be here with you today to be part of this event. Congratulations to our graduates over there. You know, I'm looking at the program, and it says the first recruit class, and I had an opportunity to speak with your graduates a few minutes before the event started, and I'll submit to you, you know, we may look at them today in that status as recruits, but hopefully what we're actually looking at is the future leaders of Cobb County. Hopefully there's a future Chief Johnson sitting over there, and hopefully there's maybe a future Director Register sitting over there. You work for a great county, and you know, you've already heard about some of the things about the fire department, ISO 1. That is a big deal. When you look at 29,000 fire departments plus across the country, and only 117 have that type of rating and that accreditation, that is a phenomenal testament to the men and women who now wear the uniform of the Cobb County Fire Department, and also the leadership, past and present. And hopefully the leaders going into the future will keep that tradition up. You know, when we think about public safety, a lot of times we only think about police officers, right? But it is a multifaceted apparatus, with police being just one of the elements there. When you look at the fire service, nothing and no event, I think, paints more vividly than the dedication of the fire service when you go back to the events of 9/11. On that day, over 300 of our fellow fire brethren and sisters gave their life while others ran from the danger. They ran too. They ran too to save people they didn't know, but they did know this: they needed help, and they ran there to give them that help. And so I applaud you for that. And I've had the opportunity, you know, over the years to go to various award shows. They just had one at their chamber. The commissioners were there, and they showed these vivid videos of just the extraordinary courage of the men and women who work at the fire services exhibit on a daily basis. And if your whole career, if you only save one life, hey, it was well worth the recruiting and the retention cost and the money we invested in you, because how much is one life worth? And when you look at the county as a whole in public safety, man, what a great place to live, and what a great place to work, and what a great place to have a career in public safety. You know, we heard some of the statistics about the fire across the fire services across the country, but last year your fire department handled more than 73,000 calls, and they did that with distinction. But when you look at the police department, we're proud of you too. 300,000 calls last year. 911, almost 1 million 911 calls. So it is truly a partnership, and we see that partnership today when we look around and we see individuals from fellow fire services, when we see some of our command from the police department and other distinguished guests here. It truly is a partnership. And when we talk about that accreditation, hey, you live in a county that has an accredited fire department, an accredited police department, and an accredited 911 communications center. I mean, it is just so tremendous to really, when you think about that and the investment that's been made in order to make that occur, but more so than that, the great service that they give you, the citizens of Cobb County. So I'll say to you today, congratulations again. Welcome to the Cobb County family, and we hope you're here for all of your career, and I do hope I'm looking at some future leaders over there. Thank you for having me today. Thank you.
Thank you all again. I'm just going to make a few introductions and do a few more thank yous, and then I'll speak for just a few minutes, and then we'll get on with the program. But I want to introduce our command staff. And so over here, we have our deputy chiefs, Chief Schutz, Chief Gross, and Chief Crumley, if y'all will wave. Our district chief, Josh Taylor's in the back. Our other district chief is on vacation. And we have some of our division chiefs. Chief Cunningham's on vacation. Chief Adams is here. Chief Bryant is here. And then a couple of our other chiefs couldn't be here because one of our retirees' funeral was today, and they wanted to represent us at the funeral. And so, you know, like the director said, we have a large presentation from the police command staff. Thank y'all for being here. Thank you all for letting us use your facility. And we have other members. I don't want to leave anybody out, so I'll just say if you're a member of a Cobb County government and you're here, whether you're a department head, an agency director, or whatever capacity you're in, thank you so much for being here to support us. I'll tell you, when I was talking to Captain Holly yesterday, I asked him, I said, hey, who in here, or who in the group of recruits, has a family member who had either served with our organization or served with other fire departments or in public safety in general? And he sent me a list of several names. And I'll tell you, for those people who I'm talking about, if you're here in the audience as a family member and you had influence on one of our recruits to be a firefighter, to work in public safety, regardless of what, if you were a firefighter or a police officer or whatever, I just want to tell you from the bottom of my heart, thank you for the influence that you've had on that family member so that they could carry on the tradition of working in public safety. So thank you very much for that. And so for others who are in, there's a large group of people, whether it's the people who are doing the communications to send this out to our fire stations so they can watch it, and a lot of other people that have helped put this together. I want to say thank you to them. But I will not leave out two people who have worked tirelessly to make this happen. And those two are the admins at training, Ms. Christy Ellenberg and Ms. Heather Burns. Thank y'all so much for making sure that this program went off without a hitch. You know, in a minute, Captain Holly's going to introduce the training division, but I'll just tell you this much. The training division in Cobb County, we would put up next to any department across the state and southeast and probably even across the country. This group that's sitting down here and a couple of the members are up here have worked their tails off, along with members of our organization who are up there in the back. Some of them are part of our working groups. They have worked their tail off to make sure that your friends and family members are prepared for their first shift when they go to the fire station. So to the training division, I know you'll be introduced, and to the group up here who showed up today, thank you all very much for being here, and thank you for what you do every day. All right. I'm going to spend the next couple of minutes talking to the family and then to the recruits, but to the family first. Although tonight is all about the recruits and celebrating them and their successes, they couldn't do this without you. I mean, you all have made a great sacrifice during this recruit academy so that they could be successful and get to this point. So recruits, I would like for you all to join me in thanking this group, your friends and your family, for the sacrifices they made so that you could be in the position you're in today. So let's do that right now. You know, again, to the family, several years ago, not long after I was appointed fire chief, we had a doctor come in to talk to our peer support team. And it was actually in this facility. And I had the opportunity to come in for a little while, and I sat back in the back, and I just wanted to kind of take in what she was telling our peer support team. And at some point during the class, she went around to each one of them, and she said, hey, what do you do to handle the stressors of this job? How do you deal with the stress of this job? And it was very eye-opening to me that even our peer support team members, a large number of them said, hey, I need time alone. I need time to just collect my thoughts. And I tell you this to say, as family and friends of these recruits, don't be alarmed after they get out into the fire station if they come home one day from work and they're maybe just don't seem quite themselves. Maybe they're a little distant. Maybe they're a little quiet. This job, it can be very, very taxing, very, very stressful, and extremely dangerous. And there will be times when they come home and they're just not themselves. I want you to know that we tell them in their final interview when they come to my office or one of the deputy chief's office, we tell them, hey, talking is healing. They may tell you they need time alone. They may tell you hey, I just need to talk. So I would ask if they do that, just listen. Just listen. Give them a chance to express themselves. But if you don't think something's right, or you yourself are struggling with the stressors of this job, I want you to know that we have systems and people in place to assist with that. We take the mental health of our firefighters who are here very seriously. And I'm happy to say that today, right here on the second row, is our contracted clinician, Ms. Renee Willis, and she works very tirelessly to help our members who are in need. So Renee, thank you for being here. All right. All right, this is for the recruits. Congratulations. I told you that a bunch today, and I'm serious when I say that. And I want to remind you that when we did command staff introductions, when we were up on stage and we presented to you, we said, or I always say, I can't wait for the day that I get to sit up on the stage or stand on the stage and look each one of you in the eye as you walk by and we present you a certificate or a helmet and say, congratulations. You made it. You should be very proud of yourself. This was not an easy task. I told you in the room earlier, as I've been in this job for right at 30 years. I'm not sure if I were to go back now and be a 21-year-old young man that I could go through what y'all just went through. It is very tough, and I'm very proud that you have made it. I also want you to think back to us telling you that your captain's appointment started the day you started with the organization. I want you to continue to strive to be your best at all times. Remember that you control your destiny in this department, and if you work hard, as the director just said, you can go places. One of you may be the next fire chief or the next director of public safety. I want you to remember our values and cultural commitments and how they allow us to meet the mission of the organization. I want you to understand and remind you that we serve the community, and we need each and every one of you to understand that. Understand that although that next call at the fourth time you get up after midnight may seem very trivial, it may seem like it's nothing to you, but to that person who you're treating or who is that patient or that call is for, it's very likely that that person you're helping may be going through the worst time of their lives, and they look to you to make it better. I encourage you to engage and interact with the community. When you stop by the store to pick up a meal, take time to say hello to people. Take time to hold a door for someone. You see a family with a small child, go speak to them and ask them if they want to see the fire truck. Because it's those type of interactions that people in our community love to see with our firefighters. I'll tell you, you've joined the best of the best. After being in this organization for almost 30 years, I'll tell you, this is the best job in the world. Understand that every day you come to work, you will have the possibility of changing someone's life. It is our job as firefighters to provide the level of service that the citizens and visitors of Cobb County have come to expect of us. Remember those that have come before you. Every station in our department has a memorial wall inside that has the phrase, "These are the shoulders upon which we stand." Those people are the legacy of our department. They are the ones who laid the groundwork for this wonderful organization, and I want to challenge each one of you to continue the long tradition of success that Cobb County has had for many years. We actually have one of our retirees in the top, Captain George Walker. He was actually in training when I went through the academy almost 30 years ago. Thank you for being here. So lastly, I just want to remind each shift that you come to work, remind you what the sign in the lobby of the training ground says. And if you can't remember, I'll say it. Through these doors, pass the best firefighters in the world. Through these doors, pass the best firefighters in the world. Today, you will no longer be Cobb County Fire recruits. You will leave here as a Cobb County firefighter. Thank you all again for being here, and at this time, I'll turn it back over to Captain Ben Holly.
Thank you, Chief. So first of all, I'd like to just take a quick second to thank the Cobb County Police Department. Thank y'all so much for allowing us to be here. We should have built a larger auditorium, I guess, but this is a very large class. I would like to just take a couple of minutes to introduce the training staff. We have a very large training staff. A number of them are kind of out doing other things today too, but we have a good number of them here today. But I do want to start with Recruit Class 61's lead instructors. That would be Lieutenant Kurt Seufert and Lieutenant John Harbin. Our EMS training manager, Mr. Larry Cosby. Engineer Jessica Cochran. Engineer Anna Wallstrom. Engineer Monique Broussard. Our two newest additions, our EMS instructors, Lance Blythe and Rosemary Allen. And also our fitness coordinator, Mr. Jeff Poe, firefighter Jeff Poe. Training division is split up into two halves, not necessarily equal halves, but we have the initial training side and then we also have the continuing education side. So my cohort across the hall, Captain Josh Forster, Lieutenant Joe Thurman, Lieutenant Jamie Webb, who could not be here today, also Lieutenant Corey King, who's out with a brand new baby, so congratulations to them. Engineer Will Hutchinson, Engineer Kent Lynn, Engineer Chris Shore, and then as Chief mentioned earlier, our two administrative specialists, Christy Ellenberg and Miss Heather Burns. And also Lieutenant Felicio McDowell, sitting right there. I don't know how I missed that. I'll pay for that one later, I'm sure of it. And also our building maintenance technician, Mr. Keith Cooper, who helped get all this stuff from our building over to this building so we could have today. We greatly appreciate all of his help. Got a couple of things I would like to say about the class, and then we'll continue moving on with the rest of the program. Class 61 was one of the largest classes that we as Cobb Fire have held in quite a while. This class began with 41 potential firefighters back in February of this year, and today we graduate 28 of them. From day one, these recruits showed heart, camaraderie, and had lots and lots of questions. Sometimes too many questions. Week after week, we watched your loved ones grow and mature. We saw confidence gained, leadership traits emerge, and friendships develop that would last a lifetime. They have fought through adversity, dealt with renovations to the training grounds, been juggled around from classroom to classroom, and tested more times than they can count. But more importantly, they have learned. They have strengthened both their minds and their bodies. They've developed a love and a passion for the job that they now leave us in the training division to go do. And they've laughed. It's been a lot of fun. The bonds of recruit school are some of the hardest to break. 20 years from now, our hope is that these recruits will still remember the laughs, the hardships, the stories, and hopefully some of the instructors they've had over the last 8 months. We're all very excited to see the firefighters that they are all going to become in the coming years. Class 61, I personally challenge you to always be your best. Always win. As Captain Forrester told many of you, if not all of you, the day you started in the ranks of Cobb Fire, you won. Continue to win every day. Strive to make yourself better. Always be that shining light for the people you are called upon to serve. And keep learning. Remain a student of this career and never let anyone outwork you. Class 61, it's been a pleasure getting to know each and every one of you. Thank you. All right, now the moment we've all been waiting for. It's time to do the presentation of the helmets. On your feet, please. you're welcome to clap for your loved one. Scream, hoot, holler. This is a big day. Badge number 1329, Jackson Best. Badge number 1340, Wyatt Clark. Badge number 1331, Delano Collins. Badge number 1350, Andrew Fry. Badge number 1337, Javion Harris. Badge number 1338, Brandon Hayes. Badge number 1341, Riley Hennigan. Badge number 1347, Tyler Huang. We call him that too. Oh. Badge number 1339, Robert Knox. Badge number 1327, Casey Manley. Badge number 1348, Grant Mark. Wow. Badge number 1349, Alex McCoy. Badge number 1336, David Musselman. Badge number 1325, Patrick Neja. Badge number 1343, DeAndre Pope. Badge number 1345, Brian Powell. Badge number 1334, Wesley Patak. Badge number 1335, Walter Ramsey. Badge number 1351, Elliot Robinson. Badge number 1342, Antoine Roll Jr. Badge number 1346, James Sheely. Badge number 1332, Sebastian Silva. Badge number 1344, Jason Sofrin. Badge number 1326, Hunter Stokes. Badge number 1333, Chandler Sutton. Badge number 1330, Nastasia Tyler. Badge number 1328, Gary Westbrook II. And badge number 1352, Markel Wilkes. If our designated guests would please rise for the pinning of the badge. The fire department badge is rich in history, unique facts, and symbolism. A firefighter's badge is one of the most unique badges worn by public safety officials today. Its symbolism dates back for decades. It represents trust, bravery, sacrifice, and a commitment to respond to all types of emergencies and to render aid to those in need. Recruits, I charge you to wear your badge with pride, respect, integrity, commitment, and honor, and to never commit any act that would bring shame or disgrace to it or the countless firefighters who have worn the badge before you. Designated guests, you may pin your recruit. Firefighters, please return to your seats. Kevin Gross, the Deputy Chief for Preparedness, will now come forward to administer the oath and the swearing in of the recruits.
Recruits, raise your right hand and repeat after me. I state your name. Hereby swear that I will support the Constitution and bylaws of the United States of America, the state of Georgia, and of Cobb County, Georgia. I further swear to perform the duties as assigned to me as a firefighter to the best of my ability, and uphold the rules and regulations of Cobb County Fire and Emergency Services. I will bear allegiance to my department and will perform no act bringing discredit to its name. So help me God. Firefighters, please be seated.
Now we get to do the part that they kind of knew was coming, but nobody knows who's going to win, so it's kind of fun for us. Throughout Recruit Academy, the recruits are observed and evaluated from not only the training staff, but also from the field personnel who come down to assist with their training on a daily basis. The Recruit Academy staff then takes all of those observed performance and instructor feedback into consideration when choosing the awards for each graduating class. The first award we would like to give this afternoon is the Academic Award on the Fire Side of Recruit School. The Fire Side of Recruit School lasts approximately 13 weeks. The recruits have faced numerous chapter tests, state tests, national tests, policy tests, and practical evaluations. Notice tests, lots and lots of tests. The recruit's seniority is based upon their academic average from their time during fire training. So this one comes with some bragging rights. The recipient of the academic award during the 13 weeks of fire training is Jason Sofrin.
He's like, oh, shucks.
Yeah, keep it going. The next award I would like to present is the highest academic award for advanced EMT. This rigid coursework is condensed into a very fast-paced 22-week time frame. The first 10 weeks are for basic EMT training, immediately followed by 12 to 14 weeks of advanced EMT training. It is equivalent to a very challenging college-level course, and as the recruits can attest, it's been a grind, right? Been a bit of a grind. The difference between the final averages was extremely close, the winner edging out his next closest competition by only 0.2 of a point. So close. The recipient for the academic award in advanced EMT is Tyler Huang. The next award is our fitness award. The Recruit Academy is a physically demanding program. The evolutions the recruits have had to master take physical strength, mental resiliency, and cardiovascular health. Our recruits have had to complete our PAT, or what we call our physical abilities test, on 5 different occasions throughout the Recruit Academy. The PAT is a validated test that replicates most of the physical tasks required during an actual working fire. The cutoff time for our PAT is 10 minutes and 30 seconds, but this very competitive group ended up with an overall class average of 5 minutes and 9 seconds. Yeah. The recruit who was selected for the fitness award was able to compete the PAT in 4 minutes and 18 seconds. He is a leader in health and wellness and embraces the benefits of regular exercise in ability, motivation, and attitude. The recipient of the Class 61 Fitness Award is David Musselman. Hey, yep, sorry, congrats. Just trying not to lose my place. He beat my time. I didn't want to shake his hand. Just got me. So our next award has some very special significance. This is what we call our Recruit Choice Award. It's significant because the recruits look within their own ranks and determine who they believe is the most outstanding recruit of their class. This recruit could be relied upon to help get them through the difficult days of the academy and the one who exemplified the camaraderie and sense of family that the fire service is known for. The recipient of the Class 61 Recruit Choice Award is Jason Sofrin. Our last actual award is the Most Outstanding Recruit Award. The final award recipient was selected by the training staff as the most outstanding recruit of the class. We recognize this recruit for outstanding leadership qualities, diligence, service, loyalty, and commitment to the fire service. He consistently demonstrated the knowledge, skills, and determination necessary to perform the duties of a Cobb County firefighter in an exemplary manner. The recipient of the Most Outstanding Recruit Award for Class 61 is Chandler Sutton. I have one more presentation I'd like to make, and I'll get out of the way. Last year, Cobb County Fire began a new program that allows high school students to learn about being a firefighter and providing emergency medical care. After graduation, one of the senior students from that class joined the Cobb Works program. This program allowed her to join Class 61 for the EMS portion of their training before she had even walked the stage for graduating high school. Joining the recruits after they had already been through the rigorous fire program and built relationships with each other can be a daunting task, but this student immediately became part of the team. This bright young woman strives to be a part of the Cobb County Fire Department and is now in the process of joining an upcoming recruit class, this time as a recruit. We would like to recognize her for her dedication, commitment, and completion of the EMS program. Please welcome to the stage Miss Evelyn Haig. So one more big round of applause for all the award recipients today. It's my understanding Class 61 has a few gifts that they would like to present to their Recruit Academy instructors, Lieutenant Kurt Soifert and Lieutenant John Harbin. There's a reason they didn't give us this at the start of class. No, I'm just teasing. I'm just teasing. Thank you all very much, Class 61. We greatly appreciate it. Thank you. Now I'd like to welcome up to the podium our Deputy Chief of Community Risk Reduction, Chief Carl Crumley.
Who's ready for the grand finale? Good afternoon, everyone. Great pleasure and a profound honor to stand before you today and deliver the closing remarks for a momentous occasion. First and foremost, I want to extend my sincerest gratitude to a few special groups of people. To the friends and family of our graduates, thank you for your unwavering love and support to serve as the bedrock upon which our firefighters will build the success both now and in the future. You're an integral part of their careers. To our training division and adjunct instructors, thank you. The valuable knowledge and hard-earned wisdom that you've shared with our recruits will undoubtedly ensure that our citizens of Cobb County will continue to receive the exceptional service they have come to expect for many years to come. And to our fire chief, director of public safety, our commissioners, board of commissioners, and county manager who couldn't be here, thank you. Your steadfast leadership and commitment and excellence is what allows us to provide the best possible service to the citizens and visitors of Cobb County. Now, to recruit class 61, let me say this. We are immensely proud of the dedication, hard work, and sacrifice you have demonstrated to each to this point. But we are even prouder of the unwavering commitment to this noble and revered profession of public service. It is an honor and a privilege to call you Cobb County firefighters. As you embark on your career, you will be faced with missed birthdays, holidays, and family milestones. You will thrust into a dangerous situation upon risking your own safety and well-being. You have chosen this path not for the glory and certainly not for the riches, but out of a genuine desire to help others in the most vulnerable moment. This is truly the highest calling anyone can have. Remember to always uphold that noble ideal. Looking ahead, amongst you stands the senior firefighters, station officers, and maybe even a Chief Johnson. You are the torchbearers of our legacy, and it will be your responsibility to carry on the tradition and values that have made Cobb County Fire and Emergency Services the greatest fire department in this state and country. Cobb County Fire has been in the forefront of firefighting best practices, the fire department fire-based EMS care. We've been the forefront of fire prevention, fire and life safety education, arson investigations, and community engagement. Our leadership has consistently set new standards and forged new paths in the world of the fire service, always seeking to innovate and to move forward. We challenge you, Recruit Class 61, to continue the legacy and excellence of this department. Always bring honor to our profession, and whatever you go and whatever you do, carry the legacy and name of this esteemed department. Always give your best, and remember this day as the day you join the ranks of the best, the Cobb County Fire Department. Congratulations, firefighters. Thank you, and good afternoon, everyone.